Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be unboxing this Sunbeam F1 Pro flip phone. So, I just got this in the mail today and I'm going to be opening up for you. So, for any of you guys that don't know, Sunbeam is a company for people who want to have only a basic feature phone or want to downgrade their smartphone or just simply don't want the internet on them all the time, like me. I bought this phone because I'm one of those people, and why is that? Well, you see, a smartphone, like what I have here is an iPhone 11, a smartphone is simply designed differently than just being a tool or a novelty, because a piece of technology by its design indicates how you should use it. And the truth of the matter is, they want you on that phone, right? They want that thing connected to you, and whereas with this thing right here, you can only pick it up if someone contacts you, basically. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in the box. So we have the Sunbeam logo, we have, and this is the Sunbeam rugged version. This one's a little bit more expensive than the other model. The other model is about $100 less. This one's the rugged version, so because of that, it's going to be a lot more durable than the entry-level phone, and it could probably survive a little bit more knocks if you drop it a couple of times. In theory, anyways. That goes without testing. So, anyways, it has this is what the phone looks like. That's the front of the phone. It has the Sunbeam logo. It says Pro, and then if we flip the box on its side, we have, looks like there's a couple of deer or something standing in the woods there. And then if we go on the other side of the box, we have some kind of bear also in that same wooded area. And I'm going to cover up the serial number. It says Redwood because that is that's the edition of this particular model. It says Sunbeam, it says F1 Pro, and then it has a couple of other pieces of information. And then on the other side we have a couple of foxes, and there's the deer again, and some other information right here. So it has the FCC ID, it has the IC, you know, all that crap that probably no one cares about. Sunbeamwireless.com is their website. And this is the top of the box once again. So, let's go ahead and open this thing up. And immediately you are greeted with the phone itself. Some kind of wrap, and here it is. So like I said, this is the Redwood edition, and it has a couple of LEDs which I really like. So anytime you get either a text message or a missed call, one of these lights will light up. So you could have this thing just sit on the charging cradle, and anytime you get a text message, that light will light up blue, and if you get a missed call, that light will light up green. And then you have your little flip phone screen, you know, you have like a little camera. I don't know the details of that necessarily. And then if we go on the other side, we have a headphone port. Has a little, yep, so it's got, oh wait, no. Is this the, what is that? Okay, no, yeah, so that's your headphone jack. I thought that was the, I thought that was the charging port for a second there. And then if we go on the other side here, the charging port's actually over here on this side. There we go. And as you can see, it takes a USB-C connection. And it has volume up and down, and then if we flip it upside down, that's the back of it. And this, I believe, is some kind of power button, I think. I think that might be the power button. If that's not, what is that? I'm actually not sure what that is. But I'll probably research what that thing is, and then I'll just put it. I'll just put a little caption on the video explaining what it is. And then this is the battery, which you basically just take that screw off, and then you just take the battery off. I don't see that being done on very many smartphones these days. And we're back at the front of it. So this is a pretty big phone, actually. If we just compare it to my iPhone 11, we just place that down on the table. That's what it looks like. So it's actually pretty big. It's a much bigger flip phone than probably what many people are used to. And then we'll just go and open it up. And there it is in all its glory. So that's your send button, that's your that's the power button, and obviously, you know, your decline button. And then this is your numpad, your T9 layout, and then that's your message button, which you also hold if you have the voice to text service, which I highly recommend for all of you guys that text a lot. The voice to text service on Sunbeam is a really, really good thing to have, and it is very reliable. Not like any Siri or, you know, any other typical, you know, smartphone dictation out there. No, this is completely different. And then that's your camera button, obviously. That's the button for your contacts. And that's your back button, your numpad, and I think that's your menu button. So, all right, very nice. And then we'll go ahead and, let's see, get the rest of the accessories out of here. Gives you a little note inside. You can pause the video if you want to read that. Okay, so in the box, this is the power brick. Let's take it out. So that's the power brick right there. And in here is the battery. So that's the battery, and like I said, you just unscrew this thing right here, and it just goes right in. And then in this, we have the charging cradle. So this is really nice because it could basically just be sitting anywhere in your house, whether that's your bedroom or your kitchen or your office or wherever. You could just have it charged there overnight, and anytime you get a missed call or whatever, you know, you could just have it sitting in this, and then one of these lights, it's this light, if you get a missed call, will illuminate, and you can just call them back. And then in this, we have the USB-C cable. It's over here. There we go. See it? USB-A. That plugs into, you can either, I'm pretty sure you can plug this into your computer too if you want to, and then this plugs into the phone. Alright, and then we have, oh, this is the thing that actually takes the cover off on the back. So you can actually just unscrew it like so, and then you can get to the battery from there. Let's see if I could probably just do that with my fingernail. And there we go. And that's what the phone looks like with it uncovered, and it looks like it has some kind of micro SD card in there. Alright, well, I'm not going to bother taking it out right now, but this is really good for transporting transferring rather your contacts over. So, for instance, if you have like an iPhone and basically what you can do to transfer all of your contacts over is to download the V card from your iCloud account, and then you could put all of those contacts in a micro SD card like this one, and then they'll basically just show up on your phone, no problem. Okay, we'll just cover that, just put that back on for now. Actually, go ahead and put the battery in. You can basically just use your finger to screw it back in. Alright, I'm going to take it back off later because I'm going to I got to put my SIM card obviously in there and put my contacts in. So anyways, let's go ahead and power this thing on, which basically you just hold the red button like that. Basic OS. That's different. Alright, so it just loaded. We're going to click English. Choose your language, start. Premium notice, this phone may have features which require a premium subscription. Yep, and basically this premium notice is referencing the voice-to-text service. Alright guys, well it's been about an hour since I unboxed the flip phone. My camera actually died on me as soon as I was kind of getting around to some of the features. But at this point I put my SIM card in and I put my micro SD card in to import all of the contacts that I had on my other phone. So, it is now showing the correct date and time, and at the top it shows 4G LTE. And this is a stripped down version of Android. So this is a modern smartphone, but with more basic features. So if we just go in here, it just gives you basic stuff, like your voicemail, your call log, your contacts, your text messages, a clock, and I believe that has a timer. Yep, so you can do some timing, you could set an alarm, and that is a stopwatch if you want to time yourself, like if you're running or something like that, and that is your countdown timer. And this right here is the calendar. That is the calculator if you want to do a little math. Notes, and then this is the flashlight right here. You can basically just click the button in the center to turn it on and off, like so. And your files, and then this is the camera. If you even want to take pictures on your flip phone, which in my case, I'm probably just going to either stick to my iPhone or my DSLR, because I typically these days I don't even take pictures on my smartphone anymore. I always like to take intentional photos. And that's your gallery for all those stored pictures. It has a sound recorder. And yes, it does have a music player if you want to treat this as an iPod. And which is great because this actually has a headphone jack for all of you wired headphone users. And then settings, wallpaper. In this case, you could change the background. This is all the stock photos that they have on. So that's pretty nice. It has some realistic looking pictures as well, not just some CGI generated stuff. And the keyboard, if you want to pair like some kind of Bluetooth keyboard to write your text messages. In this case, I'm probably not going to do that because I have voice to text on here. And and then it has a whole bunch of other features that I'm not going to go into. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this unboxing video. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and for any of you guys that are looking to get a basic phone, a basic feature phone, I would definitely recommend the Sunbeam. I think it is a great starter phone, especially for anybody who is like really addicted to their smartphone. I think Sunbeam does a really excellent job at making that transition a lot easier for those people, because they do have different models. What's nice about Sunbeam is that they have 12 different options depending on each individual's needs and wants. So in this case, the Redwood it's considered mid-range. So it has everything except weather, Waze, navigation, and email, including video and hotspot. But the further up you go, the more features it's going to have. The Juniper is the one that'll have the most features. So basically it'll include everything that I mentioned that the Redwood doesn't have, and there's also other models like the Spruce, the Aspen, the Hickory, Maple, Cypress, the Redwood, which is this one, the Birch, Oak, Elm, Cedar, and Willow. So the Willow version is the only phone model that only has calling. That one doesn't even have text messaging. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.